Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I'm an artist and spiritualist. I come back to speak again about ascension process, the multidimensional nature of things. So that I make an English message as well. For I already I'm making French and English video because I do feel those messages are important to give access to that to those who are not speaking French. So I think what's very important is that humanity has to be informed of its multidimensional nature. We have not been taught in school that we have four bodies that we need to align: physical, mental, emotional, and astral spiritual. For we're made of many parts, and there are many voices within ourselves. There are the voice of the ego, there's the voice of the organs, there's the voices of the senses, there's the voices of cell can be expressing an idea, a memory, or there can be the astral being, and there is the inner voice of the soul that comes from the heart, and that is the heart is the voice of the heart is what needs to become dominant within ourselves. And so I'm pull a few cards as oracle. Also, we'll discuss a few a few ideas. For there is a great deal of revelation of truth that is about to come out, and a lot of people are waiting for the return of the Christ. For the Christ has never left in truth. You can call on him, and you will see he will come to you as a friend, as a guide, as he will show you wisdom, love in relationship to your own story. So you call on him, Michael. You can call him Christ Michael. You can call him Christ. You can call him Joshua. You can call him Jesus. You can call him Emmanuel. You can call it Joshi. You can call he has Sananda. He has many names for which he will respond to. So call on him. He will assist you in developing your own divinity. For we have many guides also. We want to learn to rely on them. What the highest wisdom is to let go of stress, to relax, to learn to relax. It is very important. For the more relaxed we are, the closer we are to this inner peace that will allow this ascension to unfold. What we need to understand is abundance. For sometimes we are confronted with different ideas of lack of have and have and not have, or also something. But we want to be in the beingness. In the beingness, there is all things are possible because we come from eternal source, and the source can provide for anything. It's about conditioning. What we need to do is to accept the aloneness, to be all one, to be alone, to look for your own truth through meditation and spiritual practices, and to continue to be a good company for yourself and enlighten other people as well as to share your light. And the outcome we'll be experiencing, we're going to get a lot closer to the experience, to the oneness with life. As we let go of stress, we find completion, because the stress is really what preventing us from completion. And in terms of experiencing, what's very important is to let go of the labyrinth of the mind, to let go of this ego mind, and to let go of the judgment. Is the what it's called morality, to let go of all those self-judgment on yourself. And the outcome will be to be able to find the liberation from conditioning to the old cycle. For it is we really have to find a way to free ourselves. For it's like for what we seek is the completion of the cycle of time and space, to achieve the supreme, the good, the supreme, the good, the true, and the beautiful. For this whole universe of universes was created for spiritual evolution of the Creator. For God is all that is, but in the universe there is level of achievement, supremacy, ultimacy, absoluteness in the realization of the beings that were created in the universe. So eventually, all this path of manifestation of those seven super universe is almost at its end. Now it will continue to grow and evolve until all beings will realize freedom from time and space, transcendental aspect of time and space, will become one, will return to the source. At which point the one will become one, when all being in time and space will take aeons of time. But in terms of eternity, it's a lot of it. It's been 24 trillion years since the project began, and it might take another 24 trillion years to complete. At which point the Supreme will emerge from paradise, and there will be new adventure in relationship to finding the ultimate. For the supreme, ultimate, and absolutes are potential in the universe. And so what we seek is to achieve this completion, understanding that the immuability of God depends on this transmutability. He's able to let go of things of all forms and uses the form for evolution purposes. Yet there is will always hold it, it will alternately be still. It's like infinitely serene and infinitely agitated in the same time. He enjoys pleasures I cannot even begin to imagine what the experience of experiencing the totality and the total supervision and control over the whole, even the eternal future. God is utterly beyond the creation that he created. He knew that he could master it before the creation even. So he's way beyond that. But the creation is what we're working with. And what we seek is to be the best version of ourselves, to embody as much as possible of the divinity. But for that, we need to learn to relax and know that all will awaken in their own time, in their own way. Right now, there is the minority of beings that are trying to enforce their power on the collective. But because they have their consent, as people awaken, they have no more consent and they lose their power. It's all about the power of the constituency, the power of the collective. And because people don't know, they think that to change the matrix, the system, to have an impact on the world, they need to be given a microphone to influence the outer world. When the call is happening from within, and they have to respond to the call of sovereignty from within, and that is how it works, but they haven't really been informed of that. And the planet will eventually remove all that are not ready to participate in the new age, and the age of light, the age of love, of brotherhood, sisterhood, of peace, concord, freedom, abundance, health, opening to this multi-dimensional nature. That is really what the Earth is getting ready, and humanity have to be. They have to become more aware. For it is not really. This climate problem is like there was some activist that threw a cake on the Mona Lisa yesterday or the day before on the Louvre, and it's a climate activist. And now he's from this. So hopefully, in the mind of all those people, this action will have solved the problem of the climate. They can calm down. I'm not saying that all those young people, they want the concern about the ecology of the planet, but the way to go about it and the lack of information in relationship to the real cause of that is really. They have to come to realize the sun is warming up, the earth is warming up, all the planets of the solar systems are warming up. So of course there is changes, but we cannot prevent, no matter what we do, we're not going to be able to prevent this warming up because it's preparing for the ascension of the planet. And so for that is just my perspective. But it's really about not worrying so much. But what needs to come into the collective consciousness is that the Earth is a living being. It's our mother. Without her, we wouldn't be here. And this is like to respect the forces, the intelligent forces as well. The Earth is also a singular consciousness we can communicate with. Just that people believe that trees and minerals are a decorative object or something to consume, when actually there's consciousness within the trees are in super 5D. Minerals they have so much wisdom, they've been around for so long, and they can use words to communicate as well. We just haven't tuned into the frequency, and we'll be able, although we're using a lot of minerals within our technology, we know that once we'll be able to come to the awareness of the consciousness of the mineral, the crystals will be able to provide so much more for us. We're becoming also wanted to talk about this UFO situation. For this Congress meeting has opened the door for so many people to come back and say, well, yeah, now we want to know in relationship to this and that and that. They were prevented by law before that to study anything or to be official about it. But what's happening in terms of in the relationship to the state nations, in relationship to UFO, all of them or most of them, is they have. Not all of them have the same relationship, but in United States, what happened is that they don't want to say what they know, because they long ago, decades ago, they made secret agreements with negative extraterrestrials, and so they're gonna have to. They don't want that to be known, because it's in the back, and not for the highest good of other people, for military power and exotic weaponries and like all kinds of things in exchange for genetic abductions and so on. So those were treaties, that were signed, and so there's going to be a lot of mea culpas in the news, in the medias, and like all kinds of this. Like they're all going to have to make their mea culpas, and hopefully forgiveness will be able to forgive and move on, rather than so. But the concern is that they were those they don't know also that they can communicate telepathically when you see a ship in the sky. If it's a negative ship and you send a source, you will receive a negative energy. You will know to send love and light and say, well, you're not authorized to be here. But if it's a light ship with light beings in it, they're all telepathic. They all they have this love and light. So you can just communicate through your heart directly, and you'll know what's if they're allowed to communicate what the point of their mission. But the big concern was the national security around the nuclear installation. When actually, so that's why the question is, are we in danger from those beings because of those installations? But in reality, the Federation and the Ashtar Command have been authorized, and they have the means by which to deactivate any mass destruction action that could take place on the planet. So it's a supervision. They're really here. They have done that many times. There's many videos. You see a spaceship that just will turn off a missile. So they're overseeing the program from above, but eventually we're going to be able to authorize more manifestation of those higher beings. Of those highest consciousness. They have so much to share also, and they're very kind. Did I pour some cards with this? I'm not sure. I don't know. So the highest wisdom is the Celtic, to return to the connection to the natural forces within the trees and the nature. They have all kinds of wonderful intelligence, very inspiring, and so we want to learn the secret of nature and the secrets of the energy. From behind the energies, there are other energies, and for the universe of universes, it's infinitely complex, but they're very subtle and very beautiful, because it's constructed so that there are so many levels to discover before you find the inner process. What we need to understand is to free ourselves from imprisonment and slavery. It's this card of the lion that was a sheep that wants to decondition itself, and this is really what's going to be going on. What we need to do is to be a knight, the knighthood. It's about being brave, courageous, to defend values, to defend that which is true. So to be noble. And the outcome is the galactic, is the card that is really about connecting to this sixth dimensional nature. And so what else did I note that I wanted to discuss? Yeah, I don't want to make it too long. For the I am presence, this gift of spirit is actually... is actually, it's not God, but it is God to us, because it is infallible. It is like God. It is divine. It is really it is really the essence of the wisdom that we seek. And in truth, it's I am presence. It's our soul wants to fuse with it, yet it's already partner. For its, I wanted to be a revealer of truth is kind of important right now, to continue to reveal truth. There was a philosopher named Leibniz who was calling himself the attorney of God. It was 17th century. He invented the binary system. Nobody understood anything about it. They said, has no use whatsoever. Then eventually, a few centuries later, we made the computer with it. But no, God doesn't need an attorney. God is God. Is beyond judgment. Not only nobody would be able to enforce anything against God because He's God, but God never loses sight of love and wisdom in His administration of power. So God is utterly His wisdom. We have to trust the plan of God as something that is the Creator, the oneness of the whole. To be that also, to become that, to become a fractal of infinity within a greater infinity. This is really the point of the ascension. although there will be many things to be interested about in the manifestation in the physical realm as well, but the physical realm is eternally transforming. It's just as the inner self until we find this point of activation. Well, I'm going to finish with a song. I thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I thank you for your kind donations. And if you want a private session, you can send me an email. And the card of the day is going in circle. So we really want to ease up. Focus. The highest wisdom is about love, it's soulmates, it's soul connections, it's to feel good, to call on that. To be in a receptive mode of the potential for intimacy. What needs to be understood is the treasure that is coming. It's coming. This treasure it's like it's on its way. It's a treasure that's arriving. What needs to be done is to approach the precipice. There will be choices that will need to be made, and the outcome is the observer. Is to stay neutral within things and not to give in to any sorts of drama, and to be in a receptive mode to continue to cultivate love and appreciation and relaxation, and to align with the consciousness of our soul and spirits and guides, so they can inform us of whatever's important at any given moment. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a short song of Bob Dylan. It's called "The Man in Me." It goes like this: La 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 la. La 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 la. The man in me will do nearly any task, and as for compensation, there's a little he would ask. Take a woman like you to get through to the man in me. La 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 la. La 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 la. Storm clouds are raging all around my door. I think to myself, I might not take it anymore. Take a woman like your kind to find the man in me. But oh, what a wonderful feeling just to know that you are near. Set my heart a-reeling from my toes up to my ears. The man in me will hide some time to keep from being seen, but just because he doesn't want to turn into some machine. Took a woman like you to get through to the man in me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. The man in me, well, finding our match, to find the perfect match in the world is part of the dream of the new age, to find soul mate, soul group, soul family, soul community, eventually to expand it in time. And the card of the day is the 7 of Gabriel. She's riding in the sky on the back of Pegasus. And there is all the storm clouds are raging all around my door. Defend your conviction, trust, assert your place. So do not let anybody else to tell you where you should stand. Just assert your place with strength and gentleness, and all will be well. For there will be, for it is important to defend our value right now. This knighthood and this card confirm. Defend your conviction. Do not let yourself. There are certain things we can feel flexible of. Otherwise, so we can agree to disagree when people are presenting certain ideas. Thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.